know about you guys, but I hate this type of roofs. Alright, so what's going on is they got multiple ACs down, I guess. From what I was told, it was only one, but I guess they have multiple. So on the 3 thermostats in the front, I put them all down to 65 degrees. So that should be kicking on. But only that one's on for some reason. And I do know those Pro 4000 thermostats, I know they've got a 5-minute delay. So just by how the building is and where the thermostats were located, I know for a fact it's gonna be this too, and that one right there. So, like I said, I put the thermostat down to 65. That should be running. So let's go ahead and open up the panels and see what we find. So first stage is only running, second stage is not running. I'm gonna check out if it's actually low on charge, maybe a pressure switch tripped, something. So they'll just look pretty dirty, but they don't look dirty enough to cause an issue. So let's go ahead and turn it off. So before I even check the pressure switches and make sure they're tripped or they're actually working, I'm gonna go ahead and check charge on unit number 1, compressor number 1. And then after that, we'll go from there. But man, these things are rusted out. And then we'll go ahead and check the other 2. Alright, so I'm gonna try and explain this as good as possible. So basically, I jumped my system out. Compressor number 2, number 1 is not kicking on. Jumped all the pressure switches. Nothing kicked on still, and yes, I'm gonna go ahead and fix this once I'm done. So pressure switches are fine. My contactor is still not being energized, so I know this system has an economizer. So the next thing I did, I came out here to the economizer, looked at the schematic, which is Y1, Y2, so blue and yellow go to the economizer, which is yellow goes into orange, and then blue goes into gray. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump those 2 out and see if my first stage kicks on, and then we'll go from there. But this thing's sort of a pain in the ass. So I'm gonna go ahead and jump this 2, then I'm gonna go ahead and jump yellow and orange, and then we're gonna see if this thing kicks on. So let's go ahead and do it. This is why I love this little jumpers. So all I have to do is just put those little 2 ones in here without cutting them, and we should be good. Alright, so I haven't jumped out, so now I'm gonna go ahead and turn it on and see what happens. Hopefully nothing explodes. So now let's go ahead and check pressures. Down. So right now my current pressures is 62 psi and 213 psi, and this is a R22. So I'm gonna go ahead and put my temp probes inside, take temperature, and then we'll go ahead and order our new economizer. So basically that's what was happening. My economizer wasn't letting my second stage kick on. So I'm not too familiar with this system, so I had to call my manager and ask him about the economizer. And we got it done. Yes, I'm gonna go ahead and seal those holes after I'm done. Now let's just check everything. So right now my return is at 75 degrees, my supply is at 51. So we have like around, what's it, a 24 split? A little bit too high. Alright, now let's go check the other one. So none of these two have turned on since I've been here, so that's how I know there's a problem with these. Because I know the store is pretty hot. So there's a bunch of bird poop here. So which one should I check first? I'll check this one. Alright, so we're in AC number 2, and I basically just opened it up, looked all around, and I noticed, oh shoot, and boom, it's blown. So went downstairs, got some extra ones. Let's see what happens, because I only got 2 left. Power's off. That in, and I blew it again. So I'm gonna go ahead and grab my popper, that way I don't keep using fuses, and then see what's causing that short. Man. This is the only thing that sucks about commercial. Where you need one little thing, you have to go all the way down. Basically the roof hatch is way over there. So one thing I'm gonna go ahead and do is, since I'm gonna go downstairs, I'm gonna go ahead and disconnect the thermostat, just to get that out of the equation. And then once I figure out up here, I'll go ahead and just connect it back down. That way I don't have to go all the way down to check the thermostat. This one's a 5 amp right here. Get these. I think this one's a 3 amp. Yeah, 3 amp. So let's go ahead and plug it in. Now, what I'm gonna go ahead and start doing is I'm gonna go ahead and just insulate everything. So basically start from the thermostat wires, from there, and then moving into the other section. And basically just check if there's any rub outs, things like that. And then go from there. So I know a lot of times rub-outs happen here in the blower compartment. So I went through the whole thing. I don't see no rub-outs. Nothing. So now I'm gonna go ahead and start disconnecting the board and see if it still trips. Let's go ahead. Jesus. Look at all these. Look at this one. So I'm gonna go ahead and tape up these and see if it's still still tripping. I'm guessing people did this because they were trying to check the pressure switches, but their dumbasses they didn't tape them back. So let's get some tape and tape them up. So if you guys ever check your pressure switches, just tape them. That's all you gotta do. So let me go ahead and turn it on, see if it still trips. If it does, then we'll go ahead and continue to look for the short. Yep, still tripped. Ah, Jesus. So let's keep looking around. Since that job is gonna take me a while, came down here, got the water, got the umbrella, got the bucket. So let's go. Jesus. See guys, sometimes you just have to go back to your basics and just kind of start from the beginning. On the thermostat wire, I opened it up a little bit and the piece was broken, and then also between that one it was touching the other thermostat wire. So I basically took that out, ran in a new, and we're good. Jesus, it's those little things, man. It's those little things that get you thinking. So now that I got the blower up and running, I'm gonna go ahead and jump first stage, second stage, and go from there. So like I did with the other one, I jumped from Y1 Y2 because like I said, it's pretty hot here. It's pretty hot here in the valley. So let's go ahead and turn it back on. Boom. All right, this one is still going. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it burn for like 10-15 minutes. Let the unit do its thing. But right now we got 56 psi and 205 psi, 203 psi. So I'm gonna go ahead and let it run, see what happens. So my pressures are fine. My temperature plays at 20, so I'm gonna go ahead and hook down the thermostat, set it up, and let the unit run, and then we'll see what happens. All right, let's go ahead and check this one. Common R1 0, common to R 0. So you got no voltage, no LED. Wow. So we got another one that's burned up. Jesus. So 5 amps. right guys, so once I put the popper, transformer's tripping. So what I'm gonna go ahead and do, I'm gonna go ahead and do the same thing as the other one. Just start from the beginning and see if I see anything loose, miswired, touching ground. So I went through the whole system, guys. Nothing. I don't see no shorts, nothing. Like I legit went through every damn wire. Because since it's a low voltage issue, I know I can insulate a lot of the components. So like I said, I went through the whole thing, nothing. The only thing left is the smoke detector. It might be grounded, it might be something might be grounded. Smoke detector, something's going on. Unfortunately, I can't look at it today because for that we need a lift. So I'm gonna go ahead and call management, see what they want to do, see if they want to come back with the smoke detector just in case, and go from there. So just call my manager. I told him that what's happening, so we're gonna come back with the lift and the new smoke detector just in case, and so we see what we find. Because like I said, I checked every single wire, I checked every low voltage, I mean everything. So low voltage issues, guys, they're a pain. The thing about them is that you just got to relax, do one thing at a time, don't let it get to you. So I'm gonna go ahead and put every panel back on and we'll be out of here. Low voltage shorts, guys, are the worst, especially when it's hot. One thing I do recommend, guys, is anytime you're doing a low voltage surge, just do one thing at a time. Don't try to do multiple things, because then you'll never get it done. So we're gonna go ahead and come back with the smoke detector and a Jenny lift, I think that's what they're called, and then replace it and see if it's still tripping. So down. Alright fellas, so now let's go take some lunch. It's 2 p.m. and yeah, sure. After we take a lunch, I have to go look at a mini split that is not working properly, and I think that's like at a ranch or something like that. So and right after that, I have to go to a restaurant to replace two display what is it, what are the name? Basically it's a display for an ice machine. The thing is an indigo one, indigo ones. So it's gonna be a long day today. So let's go ahead and take lunch, and then we'll do one call at a time. I'm not a big fan of Carl's Jr., but that's the only thing that is closest to where I'm at, which just sucks. Damn, so there's the issue. Also, car's pretty dirty. So it's 5 and 35. Let's see if I have one. So I don't have a 35. I'm gonna go ahead and install a 40, and then recommend to come back and put a 35. Should be fine. There's only a 5 MFD difference. So this, take this, just to get them up and running, because that little AC controls the office for the ranch. So those ladies inside are burning. Yeah, I don't have any. Let's go. All I did, guys, so all I did was just put a strap, 5 MFD, a 40 MFD. We are gonna come back and put a 35. Clean as much as possible. I'm gonna go ahead and wash down the condenser coil too. And then after that, I'll go ahead and check pressures. I'm gonna go ahead and save this just in case if I need it in the future, because I know some of them have different sizes, so might as well save it right there. And then just in case you guys were wondering, there's the strap that I used. Pretty dope. Put that right there. I wasn't gonna record the whole thing, guys. I mean, it's just a little mini split. There's really nothing about it. So basically, bad capacitor. We are gonna come back and put a 35. And I checked the amperage on the condenser. It is running a little bit high, so I recommended the condenser. I'm a condenser motor, and see what they want to do. But as for now, it's up and running. I don't know about you guys, but I really don't like doing small things like that. It's annoying. I don't know, maybe because it's boring. But basically, this is like a big ranch, and that was the little office. Alright, so now we're heading to the last one. I gotta stop by the shop and get the part that I need though. So basically what I'm doing is I'm installing two displays on a nice machine, and that's basically it, and that should be all for today. So right now it's about 4 p.m. By the time I get to the shop, it's gonna be 4:30ish. By the time I'm done with the next call, it'll probably be 6 o'clock. That's what I'm saying, guys. Summertime's here. It's time for the grind. So let's go. Should have been drinking those, but with this heat, and it's already pretty late, might as well. Cheers. God damn, they're good. Okay, this is 1, 2. So on the new one, they didn't order the board on it. So for now, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one back. All right, guys. So just a quick recap of those ice machines. The one that I did first, that's the one for the drive-through. That one, the module was completely out, so I replaced it. It took me about 35 minutes because those are pretty hard to get to. Replaced it, unit's up and running now. The second one on the back side, if you guys noticed, they put a different display module in the front. So basically what they did, they took it out of a different ice machine in the front, put it on that one just to get themselves up and running. I was about to replace it, but I noticed that the new one that we ordered, it didn't come with the little board inside. So I'm gonna go ahead and leave that one there, and we're gonna go ahead and order up the little board. I don't know why it didn't come with it. So I just came down here, get the information about those condensers, because as you all know, warranty, you have to send in model number, serial number of condenser and unit. So but now it's about to just go home. It's about 6 o'clock, and I'm ready to go take a nap. All right, fellas, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Today was kind of a hectic allergies. Today was kind of a crazy day, but we got everything done. So like I said, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Peace.